He has a way with the Faeries. I find him hiding at the bottom of the garden. That's where they reside, he says, by the dried leaves of last autumn, and fruit stones turned to cyanide when summer starts to harden. I find him pining by the tree stem, by the stilt roots of screw pines as thick as arms, as thick as brittle fingers. They're as thick as thieves, he says. I never see them. When we met, me wandering white, plucking double roses in the milk moonlight, my man, he was a magic thing. My Tamlin, my changeling with a face that filled the sky, a body stretched across the sea. He was the twirling world back then, and the world belonged to me. I gathered the skies like a skirt in those immortal mornings, and made crowds of the clouds. I let the sun sprout with every dawn, reaching full flower as the day was drawn across my eyes and overhead. Him, a manic pearl in the world, my oyster, a cloister, my maidenhead. And who was I to deny the world what it wanted? I bravely gave him all of me, for he was made of magic, and I an apple tree. Though new and ludicrous in the mercy of his means, and though green and gold and mild, I was old of mind. Enshrined in me was woman's time-worn wisdom, nature's half-heard whispers, a transcendental tide. My pride, we know the way of things, what youth and beauty brings, the promises, the praise he sings, his being but a shadow searching yours, a fever only quenching cures. But we're born strong, born storm, born wrong. I come from a long line of mornings, white as diamonds. But I turned with time to watch the sunsets instead. Let sweet, fruitless nothings numb my head. As wit withered, and wide eyes wilted, a sun sprouted inside of me. And, in turn, my Tamlin was turned into a sea that took my breath, was turned into a flame to death, was turned into a wood that took the light, was turned into a mist that took the night. I held him as he kissed unsettling insects on my face. I held him as he fell from grace, and worst of all, I held his hand as Tamlin waned back into what he always was. Not made of magic, just made of man.